Happy Monday, guys, and welcome to week 2 of the Faster Way 21-day reset. Number 1, I am so darn proud of you guys. You've done amazing things in the first week. You're focused on the 3 W's. You're focused on workouts. You focused on whole food nutrition. You focused on water. Simplifying it and focusing on those 3 things will help build consistency. So welcome to week 2. This is the week where things really are going to start to click. And I'm going to tell you what to expect, but your energy, if you've been doing the 3 W's, should absolutely be up. You may feel less bloated. You might feel less inflammation because you've gotten rid of dairy and you've gotten rid of gluten. You're fueling your body with water. You're fueling your body with protein. You've built momentum. Now we're going to dive deeper into what makes this method work long term. Remember, guys, these daily habits are what build the body and lifestyle that you've been wanting. Consistency is the key. So last week we talked a little bit about macros. We had you experimenting and trying to track in the app. This week we're going to focus more on tracking. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for you to put the numbers in. In the app, on the 4th icon over from the bottom is a little clipboard. I want you to hit that little clipboard. That's the resource icon, and it's going to take you to a page where if you scroll down, there are app tutorials. And I want you to watch the 4 to 5 minute little app tutorial on how to track your macros in the app. It's going to show you what to do including artificial intelligence, which will save you a lot of time. Speaking your food into the phone is one way to track it. So make sure you watch that little video. And obviously, if you have any questions, I am here. Just comment below if you have questions. So number 1, I want you to remember your body needs 3 macronutrients. What are macronutrients? They are the 3 macro major things your body needs in order to function well. Those are proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Your body needs all 3, including carbs. Carbs aren't the enemy, they are the fuel. The right balance of those 3 macronutrients is going to support your thyroid, it's going to support your hormones, your energy, and your muscle development and your muscle tone. The key is knowing when and how to use them. So we have 3 different macro cycle days in the 21-day reset. We have Monday and Tuesday, which are low carb days. We have Wednesday, Thursday, regular macro. Friday is low macro. Saturday is regular macro. And Sunday is low macro. You don't need to worry about those so much in the fact that the app is automatically going to change your macronutrient ratio based on that pattern that we're using. And the pattern is very strategic in helping you get results. So before you say, I want to stick to low carb days all the time, know that we're doing something with your body. We're taking it up and down in the macro cycle so that your body knows it's okay to respond. So on low carb days, Mondays and Tuesdays, you're going to see that your carbohydrates go down either to 75 or they go down to 50 net based on your assessment, based on what you put into the app. On low carb days, your fat grams go up. Why? Because we're going to deplete glycogen stores, we're going to improve insulin sensitivity, and we're going to make fat burning more efficient. So on those 2 days, you want to eat a lot of veggies. Veggies are low in carbohydrates. You want to eat a lot of protein and you want to eat a lot of fat. So if you like salmon, you like a steak, you like avocado, Mondays and Tuesdays, because the fat grams go up and our body's using it as the source of fuel, you want to eat fattier foods. Then you want to increase your fiber on low carb days. Why? Because your net carbs is total carbs minus your fiber grams. So for example, if I ate 100 grams of carbohydrates, but I ate a lot of fiber, let's say 25 to 35 grams a day, that negates the carbohydrates. So if I ate 100 and I took out 25, I would take it down to 75 net. So on Mondays and Tuesdays, you want to eat a lot of fiber. The way I get it really quick and efficiently and keep it low carb, I eat a lot of berries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, blueberries, all really high in fiber. Avocado, a little slice of avocado, about a quarter of an avocado has 9 grams of fiber. So be strategic in that. You want to keep the fiber grams up. Keep in mind that those adjustments are made in the app. It's not something that you physically have to do. You're going to see the numbers adjust. You just want to try to reach and get near those numbers. Now, regular macro days. Monday and Tuesday were low. Wednesday and Thursday and Saturday are regular macro days. Those regular macro days are going to fuel performance. We're going to have recovery, muscle building. It's going to support your hormone balance. You're going to eat a more balanced plate. You're going to have your protein, you're going to have your carbs, you're going to have your fat for energy so that you can strength train and support that by building muscle. So low macro days are on Friday and Sunday. So the app automatically takes your macros down by about 25%, but it will never take you below 1,200 calories. So if you were someone who is around 1,200 or 1,300 calories, the app will adjust, but it will not take you below the 1,200 calories. If you're someone who has been hitting a plateau week after week, this macro cycling is going to take your body out of that adaptation and make sure that metabolically you have flexibility. Your body knows that there's going to be flexibility so it doesn't adapt. That's why we do macro cycling. We change up the cycle of the macros so that your body doesn't acclimate to it. So knowledge is power. I know I'm throwing a lot at you, but knowledge is power. And when you start tracking and you see what's in your food, you're going to be like, oh my Lordy, I had no idea that peanut butter had so much fat. I had no idea that salmon had so much fat. I had no idea that there was a lot of protein in a can of tuna. You're going to learn as you go, and that's what I want. I want you to learn. I'm not looking for perfection. This is not about perfection. It's about trying things out, telling yourself you can do this, and then using the artificial intelligence in the app to help you track. Now, if you continue on with me after the 3 weeks, you do go into what we call the VIP program. We get a little bit nittier, grittier into the macronutrient cycling. Because why? Because in VIP, anybody who's stayed on with me, the macro cycles change month to month, every 4 to 6 weeks, so that there is a plan that's long-term, so that my folks in my VIP group are continuously cycling their macronutrients so their bodies do not adapt but have the flexibility. Let's talk about fiber in the net grams. So on those low carb days, I talked about making sure you get a lot of fiber. So plan that out. Today is a great day to throw in those berries. Today is a great day to throw in chia seeds, oats. We think there's a lot of fiber in vegetables, but it's pretty nil. It's like 1 to 2 grams for, asparagus, a cup of asparagus, green beans, 1 or 2 grams of fiber. Your fibrous foods you can look up, but I would again tell you the quickest way I do it is berries. Berries, berries, berries. Karen has tons of berries in her refrigerator. So think of fiber as one of your secret weapons of consistency. You always want to get every day. You want to get 25 to 35 grams of fiber. The app will automatically track that, and you'll see that the fiber grams in the app are set at 25 grams. Now, let's talk about why we strategically pair our workouts with those macro cycles that we just talked about. So fuel and training go hand in hand, and that's how we maximize the results in the faster way. So on Monday and Tuesday, you're doing low carb with a HIIT workout. Why? Because we're depleting glycogen and we're accelerating fat burn. We're using fat as fuel because the carbohydrates have gone down. Keep it short. Our workouts are 30 minutes, and so it's effective, but it's not adding too much stress on the body. If you've tried our HIIT workouts, you know there's lots of modifications, there's variations, so everybody can make it work for them. I love our workouts because they're accessible for everyone. Now, regular macro days strategically are placed with our strength training. Why? So that we have the fuel to be able to do. We need carbohydrates to lift heavy weights. If I went into the weight room and I didn't have any carbs in my body, I probably wouldn't be able to lift as heavy. So we do regular macro days on strength training days. Low macro days, our Friday and Sunday, are for active recovery. That's why we do Pilates, yoga. Maybe it's perfect for walking or just mobility, stretching. This helps reduce stress, and then it helps balance our hormones. If you're navigating thyroid, adrenal, or hormonal challenges, less is sometimes more. Remember that, guys. Pounding your body. I've worked with a lot of women who just do not know how to apply active recovery. In fact, I had a woman at the gym last week say, I'm hurting. I'm like, well, honey, do you have a day of recovery? And she's like, no, I'm in here every day at the gym working out. Our bodies need recovery. As I've gotten older, I've learned that less is more. So choose workouts that support your body. Even if you don't like HIIT and you feel like HIIT is too much for your body, it's okay to replace it with a brisk walk or yoga or Pilates. If you want to chat through any of this or you have any questions, you can just comment below and we can come up with the best workout plan for you if you feel like you're struggling. So the goal is not to burn out. It's not to overcomplicate. It's to create balance so that you can actually keep doing this long term. I want this to be something that when you walk away from the 21-day reset, you know this plan is sustainable. Consistency is going to be the key. So last week we talked about whole foods, we talked about workouts, we talked about hydration. Now we're talking about the actual strategy of applying the macronutrients with our workouts. This plan is why you're going to go from I work out and eat healthy and I don't see results to I am making amazing progress. Trust the process. So what's coming this week? We're going to be also talking about protein, the macronutrients. Why is protein the king of the game? It supports fat loss. It supports hormone health. It supports recovery. And you got to remember, guys, when we fuel our body with protein, thermogenically, it takes the most calories to burn protein. So it's kind of like putting fuel in the metabolic furnace. So you want to make sure you are hitting that protein goal. If there's one macronutrient I would want you to get pretty darn close to, it is the protein. That is what's going to be the biggest game changer. So if you want to simplify things, try to really get close to the protein. I know this is a lot of information and that's okay. We're going to slow down. We're going to ditch perfectionism, right? And we're going to talk about how to make these habits sustainable and livable. So I want you to stay consistent this week. I want you to start logging your meals and your macros daily. Again, we don't need to be on the numbers specifically. We're just trying to get close. That logging is going to be knowledge that you're going to see. It's going to be powerful. I want you to hit your water goal, half your body weight in ounces. I want you to follow the macro cycles as much as you can and match the workouts to them. If you're following the program to a T, you're doing that. And I do advise doing that if you can for the 21 days. It'll be worth it. Then I want you to stay connected. I want you to check in daily in the group. The Facebook group is there for you guys so that I can see how you're doing and that you can build a sense of community with others. Connection builds confidence and confidence builds consistency. The more you engage, the more support and progress you're going to see. So you don't have to know it all today. Each step is going to compound and take you one step further. Small wins are the big transformations. Habits, 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 consistency, consistency, consistency. I'm loving having you here. You guys are doing absolutely amazing. Welcome to week 2.